What's up? What it do is WCU. Sorry. I'm just a little hyped because we finally beat Stolen Signal. This incursion was so tough and I couldn't find any help online. Couldn't find no forum, couldn't find no YouTube video. It was tough. So me and my boys, we decided, hey, look, let's get this done. So we manned up. We pulled it up by the bootstraps and we got it done. So Stolen Signal, newest incursion for Last Stand and patch 1.6 on the division. Like I said, haven't seen a lot of videos, haven't seen much of nothing to do about finishing up this incursion and completing this incursion, but you're in luck. I got the video. I'm gonna show you what we did. I'm gonna put you on the road to getting those exotics for signal loss and the mission complete screen. So stay tuned and see what we did. Yeah. When Stolen Signal starts, you have to make your way into this lobby. Now, on your way to the lobby, you need to clean out some NPCs. Take them down however you want to. There's really no real strategy to this first part. You just need to clear out the lobby. So that's where all the fun will begin. Party in the lobby! Lobby party, lobby party. Oh, sorry. Again, like I told you, I'm hype about this video. But anyway, once you clear the lobby, then you are ready for this mission. And before we get started, let's talk about the builds that me and my teammates were actually using for these missions. I'm running high DPS Sentry build. Perfect build for the first room that we go into, which is Curveball. You'll understand that in a second. My buddies, on the other hand, were running 2 Final Measures with stickies. You gotta have those stickies. And we're running a high Tactician build. We change our builds as we go along in this mission, and all of that will be further explained as the video progresses. So let's get into this first hostage. And before we even start talking about rescuing this hostage, let's talk about some of the items you're going to need. You will definitely need 2, yes, that's right, 2 mobile covers, one for the left of the room, one for the right of the room. You will need some pickup boxes. Preferably the person with the highest skill build should run a pickup box. Hence why we have a tac build. You need 2 stickies. Make sure you got that sticky icky icky. You're gonna need it. And I also run smart cover for my shield. Once you clear out the first room, you're ready to enter shock time. Yeah, it's a bunch of water on the ground and it's getting shocked every 10 seconds. So make sure you get out of the water. So when I said you need 2 shields, you need a shield on the right and you need a shield on the left. Watch me. Put my shield down. Up, maybe. Up, get it. Can I get it? I don't know. Finally, get it out. I go down, but that's the reason you need a pickup box. For that very reason, on the off chance that you go down. My shield is on the right. Bee's shield is on the left. And once you take out the last NPC, you need to be ready to stop the heavy. Now you have to stop this heavy before the timer runs out. Once the timer runs out, he's going to shoot at the hostage. You have to protect the hostage at all costs. This is why you need the stickies. Stickies will slow the heavy down. Make sure you have 2 people running stickies. Now, here is the next major piece that you have to make sure that you do. Every time the heavy goes down, it will spawn new NPCs. Well, after the first heavy, Curveball comes out. This room's boss. Do not, I repeat, do not start shooting at Curveball until every NPC is eliminated. Make sure every NPC is taken down before you start to shoot at Curveball. Because if you don't, you're going to keep shooting at Curveball to try to take him out. And what's going to happen is your heavies are going to come out and try to attack the hostage while the other NPCs are still bothering you. So it just makes it harder for you to take out the heavy and protect the hostage if you still have other NPCs around. So again, I repeat, make sure you take out every NPC before you start to shoot at Curveball. It's imperative that you do. Oh yeah, and by the way, if that's not hard enough, please realize that when those heavies start coming out faster, the time that you have to kill them also moves a little bit faster. So when Curveball's health starts getting closer to being depleted, the timer on the heavy starts to get quicker. So it started at 25 seconds, I think, and it was down to 13 seconds by the time we were ready to take Curveball out. So please be wary of that. Another reason why the sticky icky ickies are very important. And if you see what I'm doing here, if one person's shield goes down, go to the other shield and just get on it for added protection. Make sure you have 2 shields, 2 stickies, pick up boxes. Don't hit Curveball until every NPC is done. Make sure you take out the heavy before the timer is up. Then it's rinse, wash, and repeat. Take Curveball out, get the hostage down. Make sure you are popping him, taking all of his health down. Once his health is down, once Curveball is down, you have protected the hostage. So if there's a heavy out there like it was for us, just take him down, everything will be fine, clear out the room, and now it's time to free the hostage. Go through the bottom door on the left, hit the console, and then head back to the lobby for the other 2 rooms that will lead you to the last room. The next hostage mission is slightly different than challenging Curveball. Here is the loadout for me. I'm running D3 shield build because you're going to need it for this next hostage room, just the hallway part. You're probably going to need 3 people to run shield, the more the merrier, and 1 person just to have a high toughness to run a box. So we are going to the room on the right, and as you can tell, we have 3 shield builds and 1 guy who is mortal with high toughness. What you need to do, have your shield up and ready because turrets will come at you full force. That's why it's better to have 3 people with the shield and 1 person picking up the circuit breaker box that will need to go on the other side of this hallway. If you get scared, there is a little nook in the room or in the hallway that you can go to, and it will protect you from the turrets on both sides. But be warned now, there are shotgunners. So you need to make sure that you take out the shotgunners because they will rush you. That's why I run the D3, so that way I can roll with my SMG. Once you escort the bomb carrier or the circuit carrier to this circuit breaker, you are ready to change your gear once again. Now, the only person changing their gear is me, actually. The loadout for everyone else remains the same. Final Measures and High Tac build. Well, I changed to Sentry because of the marking purposes, and it's going to help us out tremendously. So I changed to Sentry build, and I also changed my skills, which that changes for everyone. We go from having 2 stickies to 2 flame turrets, and everybody except me has a pickup box, but we also have 2 mobile covers again. Now, once you get everything situated and set You need a mobile cover on the right and a mobile cover on the left. Kind of same setup as the Curveball room, but this is totally different because there isn't any shock water. Now, once you get in here, the only thing you really need to focus on is a rusher that will come in from either the left or the right. Other than that, the heavies are the next thing that you need to concentrate on because they will multiply. Make sure you take those out immediately. The Grenadiers are also the third biggest thing to worry about here because they will constantly chuck grenades at you. The rushers are the most important because they have a time limit on their head. So make sure you're calling out which side the rusher comes from so the rest of your teammates know where to shoot. This one came out from the right side. Make sure you yell, right, rusher, right. Anyway, the timer usually comes out on 13 seconds. The rusher needs to be eliminated before then because remember, the point of all of this is to protect the hostage and rescue the hostage from the boss. The rusher will come in with a timer that if that timer goes out, they will immediately, it's a shotgunner, point the shotgun at the hostage and start taking the hostage out. This Grenadier right here will continue to chuck bombs at you over and over again, and the rusher will come over and over again, and the heavies will come over and over again. But when you defeat around 2 waves of heavies, rushers, checkers will appear. Not chess, but checkers will appear as this room's boss. That's the most important reason why I have the Sentry build, because I'm going to concentrate on tagging checkers the entire time that checkers is out. The other 3 players need to focus on the rushers and the heavies. Have one person concentrate on checkers putting in the DPS, and I like to use the Sentry because it actually takes away more damage. As I'm taking out checkers, the rest of the team is fighting off the other NPCs. As long as checkers is alive, the NPCs will continue to spawn over and over again. So the faster you get checkers eliminated, the faster to rescuing the hostage. Make sure, as I repeat for the umpteenth time, you have 2 mobile covers, 3 pickup boxes in this scenario, 2 flame turrets, 2 people running Final Measure. It is very important for us that we had all of that. Once Checker's armor is down, she becomes a regular enemy. Take her out, put all your DPS on her, put her down. Sniper out. And after that, just secure the room and you're ready to save the second hostage. Not like she could have just left the room while we were doing all of the shooting, but hey, it's none of my business. That's none of my business. Anyway, once the hostage is secure, we can go back to the lobby and I'm going to change back into my D3 gear for the final room before the final boss. The final hostage is located upstairs. Now, I switched back to my D3 build. Nothing changed besides instead of having mobile cover, I have a pickup box just for added measure to make sure that we have enough boxes. But I switched back to my D3 build, and as you can see, it is definitely needed. We get rushed and bombarded by tons of shotgunners as soon as we open up that door and head down the hallway. But that's all we have to do is clear the shotgunners and clear the heavies on our way to entering the last hostage room. Once you take out that last heavy and clear out that hallway, you are ready to enter the last hostage room. This hostage is being held captive by Pigstick. Pigstick is into pyrotechnics. He wants to blow up everything. And so the first thing you need to do is go in, stop, and disarm the explosive. We didn't do this immediately. I don't know why, but just make sure you disarm the explosive within the minute that they give you. It's not hard. You just go in, hit the button, take out the NPCs on your way. Once you disarm the explosives, the heavies will continue to multiply to come out and reactivate the explosives. Concern yourself with protecting the explosives from the heavies and taking out Pigstick, because as long as Pigstick is alive and well, the heavies will come to reactivate the explosives. So make sure you are taking them out at the same time. Have one person concentrate on Pigstick and have the other 3 concentrate on protecting the explosives. Mortal concentrated on Pigstick the entire time. Once Pigstick's armor is down, he is going to come in with a final rush at reactivating these explosives. He will bring in many heavies, he will bring in NPCs, so you gotta be prepared for that. But all he's gonna do is come from the balcony and try to reactivate this bomb, which makes it extremely easy for you to take him out. So he will go straight to the bomb, you will put all your DPS on him, he will go down, boom, he's done. The hostage can now be rescued, and you will pick up a stage key after the entire area is secured. Once you're done with that, it's on to the Wild Wild West. The final room is set in the Wild West, but before we get there, there are a couple things you need to know. Nobody changes their build from Pigstick, but we do change our skills to make sure that we have shields. Everybody has a shield because you're definitely going to need it for this final room. Everything else remains the same. Once we get into this room, we stay to the far right of the room as soon as you come in and drop our pickup boxes. This is our Alamo. This is our safe haven. This is where we want to go to when we are in trouble and we know we have a safe space. So we set up our boxes there. The reason why we all need shields is because there's a huge turret in the middle of the room. So our shields are going to protect not only us, but particular hostages. What I mean by that is once every person is done and you've secured the area, a timer will come up and you will have to run to protect 3 hostages. This is why everybody needs a shield. There is a hostage on the front right, there is a hostage in the middle left, and there is a hostage in the far back left. Every teammate needs a shield, and each teammate needs to protect one of the hostages because you don't know which hostage the turret will aim at first. So that's why the shield is very important. But once the hostage has been protected, you need to then activate the pyrotechnics. And it could be on the left, it could be on the right. But first, I think it will go to the left, then it will go to the right, as you will see. This is another reason why the shields are so important. The turret will aim at whoever is going to activate the pyrotechnics. So you need a shield person to block the turret so that the person can activate the pyrotechnics. Once the pyrotechnics have been activated, the first boss will come out. Jackalope. Alert, alert, alert. Do not attack Jackalope until every NPC is taken out. You don't want to be bombarded with tons of NPCs and taking out a boss. So take out all NPCs first and then attack Jackalope. Once Jackalope's armor is halfway down, he will spawn more NPCs. So take those out before you start attacking Jackalope. Make sure you take out the NPCs, every single one of them, before you attack Jackalope. Once Jackalope is done, you need to hurry over to the hostages and get into position once again. A timer will start this time and it will be 24 seconds that you need to protect the hostage. Me and my group, we figured out that you don't have to stay for the entire 24 seconds. You need to be at each hostage with 12 seconds left on the clock. Because if you sit there with 24 seconds on the clock and that Gatling gun is tearing away at your shield sometimes will not hold up. Make sure you're there with at least 12 seconds on the clock to protect the hostage from the sweep of the Gatling gun. And again, once that is complete, you need to go and activate the pyrotechnics. So it becomes a rinse, wash, and repeat system 3 times. The second boss that comes out is Bighorn, and again we're going to do the exact same thing. We're gonna go make sure that we're set up where our safe space is. We're gonna take out every NPC before we attack Bighorn. He's gonna have his armor go down halfway. Then we're going to attack every other NPC that comes out. Then finally take out Bighorn. And like I said, it becomes a rinse, wash, and repeat. And you will repeat protecting the hostages one more time. This time the timer will say 35 seconds, but don't let that bother you. Like I said in the beginning, 12 seconds is where you want to go out and put your shield up. No need to get your shield battered down with the Gatling gun when you don't have to. 12 seconds is key. Go out, protect the hostages. This time the Gatling gun will sweep the hostages 3 times because it's trying to go after each of the hostages. Once that is complete, you will have to activate the pyrotechnics once again, and then the final boss will come out, and this boss is slightly different. Bobcat is on crack, pretty much. Bobcat has some special abilities that you're gonna have to deal with. But hey, it starts off the same. Take out the NPCs, get his health down to halfway, but then he started turning blue. I don't know what he's smoking, but Bobcat started turning blue, and it just makes him powerful. So when Bobcat starts turning blue, you get the heck away from Bobcat. And just make sure you stay away from Bobcat because he is extremely powerful when he is blue, as you can see. He is taking us down one by one. Same method, make sure you stay away. Now watch this clutch move here. Put the box down, I hit it, the green pickup picked us all up, saved us, but then I got knocked up. Get out! Make sure you use the same method. Take out the NPCs before you go back to try and mess with Bobcat, because what you're gonna do by attacking the NPCs is you're gonna give Bobcat time to cool down, cool off, and then you can go and attack him. And attack him like always. Take his armor all the way down. Once his armor goes all the way down, he will spawn more NPCs. Take them out. Once all those are done, go handle Bobcat. Put him down because he has no more armor. So put all of your DPS in him. We like to use Tac Link, so we put that on. Beasted him. Put Bobcat in the ground, and that's it, folks. Secure those hostages, get them down. They've been held up for a very long time, but that's it. You're done. You're done, son. You have completed Signal Loss, and it's on to those exotics, and you get a backpack skin, and yeah! We're done. I hope you enjoyed this. There is a survey up at the top. Check it out. What did you think? Leave a like. Smash it. Let's get it in. Check out Mortal doing his jig. Fist pump to the sky. Let's get it done. Yeah! So if you like that, go ahead and look below. See that little red button? Yeah, you see it. It says subscribe. Go ahead and do that. As always, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Smash that like button, and I'm out.